All right, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, who had a weird day offensively. They did get some good yardage in this game. They moved, down the field a lot. I mean, they ended the day with 7 scoring drives. You think that sounds great, although 6 of them were field goal drives. So let's talk about what went well and what went poorly here. Starting off with this play, I thought they schemed some stuff up, like it's going to be a Rashee Rice route kind of underneath the coverage, what they're going to eventually look towards. As you see, Mahomes is going to take the snap. He rolls out. He looks over to Rice, who at this point is, open. Hey, scheming stuff up is always good. I feel like the Chiefs weirdly haven't done a great job at scheming guys up this season, which usually they're amazing at. But Mahomes is able to make the off-balance throw because, for Mahomes, making an off-balance throw like that is the easiest thing in the world. You'd be shocked if he missed it. And they're able to get the ball to Rice, who picks up a first down. Little things like that was something they were able to do to move the ball down the field. So that's always good. But there were, of course, some negatives. Let's get into some of those. This one, man coverage. They still just aren't getting open with enough frequency in man coverage, which is causing Mahomes to hold on to the ball for too long. Watch as Mahomes is going to take the snap right here. He, looks down the field. It's kind of starting to see something that could get open. It feels like he's almost a little hesitant in getting rid of the ball, though. And he's doing the thing you never want to do, which is, not protecting the football right here because you're about to throw and you want to be able to get rid of it quickly. But, you got to be careful here. As you see, the ball's going to eventually get knocked out. Good defensive play, and again, not great tackle play as well. This wasn't even their, starter. Donovan Smith hasn't played for a bit. It's a Wayne Morris who's come in, but either way, quite frankly, it's almost been identical in terms of like advanced stats and things like that. Morris has actually outplayed Smith a little bit this season, but either way, it's just a tough situation. This is kind of what's going wrong for the Chiefs. Also plays like this. So this is going to be a 3rd down and 6 situation. All right, important play. Something you want to make sure you can do a good job of converting on. You see Mahomes takes the snap. He is going to look towards Kelsey. Kelsey can't make the catch. Was it a bit of a low throw? Yeah, it was a bit of a low throw. Still one that, you're used to seeing the Chiefs convert on that all day long, right? That's usually as easy as just walking 6 yards, being able to convert on a play like that. The fact that they're not converting on it, and that's Kelsey and Mahomes. Like you can say, oh, well, it's the other, no, these are your stars, and they're not making it happen. And there's other instances of this. Mahomes on this play is going to flip the ball to Valdes-Scantling, who dropped the pass to getting a lot of boos. Something like this, another key situation where it's going to be a 1st down and 10. You have once again Valdes-Scantling running a deep route. And again, Valdes-Scantling was a key role player for them last season. And on this play, when it starts, you can see why. He's going to blow by the corner trying to cover him. Mahomes puts the ball down the field. There's a ton of separation right here. You're thinking potential touchdown on this one. Mahomes' throw is a tad too far, but it does go in between Valdes-Scantling's hands. That would have been a tough catch. That wasn't a drop, but it was a blown opportunity by Kansas City. And it wasn't the best throw from Mahomes, but still one where Valdes-Scantling had a chance at and wasn't quite able to make it happen. So again, it's beating themselves. And you keep assuming that these plays are going to go the other way and that they're going to eventually start to get this under control. But it's week 18 at this point. At a certain point, you are what you are. But, if they can somehow start making these catches, they could legitimately be a great offense. It's that significant. Because going over here, you still do see those flashes of greatness from Kansas City. Something like this. Justin Watson is going to be in a one-on-one matchup here on a 3rd down and 4. Justin Watson, not a superstar level player, but a nice role player for them. Watch as when Mahomes takes the snap, he is going to look in Watson's direction. He fires in Watson's direction, and he is wide open. It was kind of a nice move where faked as though he was going over the middle, then ran towards the bottom of the screen. So, I'm assuming that's a play call, so good play call there. But well ran by Watson, getting wide open. Mahomes hits him, and that was on a 3rd and 4 where they were able to get a big chunk play. They got a field goal to make it a 1-point game. The flag was not on the offense there, even though live Tony Romo thought it was. But, that's a big play. Also, something like this, what's going to happen is it's going to be a zone coverage play, and you see Rashee Rice's route, just trying to get into a gap in coverage. That's what they're going to do here. Watch as Mahomes takes the snap. He's going to look over the middle. Rashee Rice is open over the middle, and if they can start getting these types of plays to work, it can be big for 2 reasons. 1, hey, easy completion, but 2, watch what Rashee Rice is going to do after the catch. As you see, Mahomes flips it to Rice, who picks up a ton of yards right there. Great work after the catch. Really listen, I know Rashee Rice has had his drops. He's had his fumbles, his issues in general. I get it. He's currently Pro Football Focus's 13th highest rated wide receiver right now. And while I'm not going to say he's a top 15 wide receiver in football, Justin Watson is the only player as a wide receiver on the Chiefs who's cracking the top 100. I mean, Sky Moore is 108. Valdez-Scantling is 122. Kadarius Toney doesn't have enough snaps to qualify. But, you got to be putting Rashee Rice in a much bigger role, and they sort of have been. He is now their leading receiver in terms of snaps, which is should have been happening sooner, but at least it's happening now. And this play was a huge play in the football game. I mean, this was the drive that gave them the lead. Again, it was death by a million field goals here, so they're down one right here. They get Rashee Rice in a one-on-one matchup, and they need guys who can start to win one-on-one matchups. And as you see, Mahomes is going to take the snap, and you see Rice. I mean, this isn't winning your one-on-one matchup. This is dominating your one-on-one matchup. There is a ton of space to the point where I'm almost wondering if the corner thought this was a different coverage than it was, if there was some sort of communication issue because of how open it is. But regardless, Rashee Rice being able to win on the outside or win anywhere is a huge benefit for the Chiefs. Also, you see Mahomes and Rice, they have that connection down. They're able to get a big chunk play. They get the ball all the way inside the 15-yard line where they failed to punch it in, but still took the lead and kept the lead, ended up winning the game. And if this is what they can do, it's a different, again, I'm still in the camp of we still have to treat take the Chiefs seriously as a potential Super Bowl contender. I think that they're, they're not in that top tier at this point. They're not. Whereas going into the season, we thought they would be. They're definitely not in that tier. But if Rashee Rice can be a number one receiver for them, or even just a number two receiver, if Kelsey can, be Kelsey, who listen, Kelsey's still been a top 5 tight end in football this year. He just hasn't been infinitely better than the next best tight end like he usually is, which is kind of why there's been that downgrade type thing. Still a really good player. You have 2 really good options, and I don't know, can Justin Watson do some things? Can you get something out of one of these other guys? Can they step up? You still have Patrick Mahomes. You still have a great defense. People are, singing the demise of the Kansas City Chiefs because people want the Chiefs to be dead. And listen, they don't look as good as they looked in past years. There's no denying it, but there's still the potential for them to turn it around. Yes, even this late in the season, they just have to stop beating themselves. That's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.